Hey, welcome to the Nursing Ghost with your host, Dr. Farah Laurent. Today, I want to talk to you about a couple different things. I'm going to be talking to you about how to get more clients. Oh my goodness, this is the wrong headline. Okay, anyways, we're going to continue because that's what we do. So, basically, today we're going to be talking about 5 ways for you to gain more clients as a nurse coach or a consultant. So I will fix this stuff up later, not a problem. So for those who don't know me, my name is Dr. Farah Laurent. I've been a nurse for over 20 years. I help nurses level up in their career, land their dream job in less than 90 days. And I work mainly with new graduate nurses in the New York area and California area. I've helped over 100 nurses land their specialty area in their dream hospitals or, areas. So that's one part of what I do. The second part of what I do is I recently hosted a conference called Nurses Making Money Moves. And it's based off my book, Nurses Making Money Moves, A Nurse's Guide to Starting a Business. So really, I'm a business mentor. I help nurses start up their side hustles or grow their businesses so that they can make it into their main hustle. So that's what I want to talk to you guys today about is the 5 ways that you can get more clients as a nurse career coach or as a consultant. Like I said, I myself am a nurse career coach. Been doing this for about 3.5 years. And most of my clients actually come from LinkedIn. There's a couple different ways that I get clients through referrals and different things like that, through Google search, YouTube, and different things like that. But the majority, I would say, probably 90% of my clients come through LinkedIn. So if you are interested to work with me and you are a nursing student or a new graduate nurse, definitely just message me. You can find out more about how to work with me. But let's get into the content that I want to talk about today, which is the 5 ways that you can get more clients as a nurse career coach or consultant. I know it's difficult starting a business as a nurse because many of us either still work part-time or work full-time, and we're still trying to maintain and grow our business and in hopes of, down the line, transitioning that side hustle into a main hustle. So let's get into the 5 ways. Number 1 is leveraging LinkedIn. Okay, I cannot talk about this enough. You might have different social media platforms that you are on, but LinkedIn is the place to be because, I mean, they even have a commercial, the place to be, like B2B, business to business, and for business to consumer, because it is um, a place where people are serious. There's decision makers, people spend money on LinkedIn, do business together. It is an amazing platform. I've been using it for the last 3 years, really intentionally. I wish I would have used it sooner, but it is what it is. So leveraging LinkedIn is number 1. So what are things that you can do on LinkedIn? Number 1 is your headline or your banner. Well, both your banner and your headline should clearly state what it is that you do as a nurse coach. I'm a nurse career coach, and I'm also, like I said, a business mentor. I help nurses, start their business and things like that. Within about 3 to 5 seconds, people that glance at your page on LinkedIn should be able to tell what it is that you do. Extremely important. So there needs to be clarity on your LinkedIn page. So pay attention to your headline, to your banner, and to your About Me section, because that is where people will read about you. Okay. So make sure that you spend some time there and that you stand out. And you tell people what you do. Don't get into like complicated terms and sound fancy because people are not going to get it. And don't try to come up with some, really fancy jargon that are going to confuse people. Make it simple, make it clear as to what you do. So, like I said, for me, I help new graduate nurses and Senior nursing students land their dream job in less than 90 days and get into specific specialty areas that they want to. And I work with mostly nurses that are in the New York City area and California. Super clear. All right. And then I also work with aspiring nurse entrepreneurs and nurse entrepreneurs who want to grow their business. Simple, right? The other big thing on LinkedIn, obviously, is leveraging content creation. You need to be able to create content. And I'm not talking about reposting other people's content. I'm talking about organic content that you create, that you are posting, your individual thoughts, thought leadership. You need to post original content. Okay. So, different content formats. You can write articles on LinkedIn. You can actually start a newsletter on LinkedIn, which is huge because you can have search capabilities on Google. So I'm not an expert in SEO, but people can look you up on Google if you have a newsletter. So I used to do a newsletter once a month, but then I have a marketing coach and she was like, no, fair, you need to do one weekly. So that reminds me, I need to drop my weekly newsletter. But you need to have a weekly newsletter because it'll inform people what you're doing. You'll give value that way. And it goes directly to people's inbox. So they actually read it as an email. Okay, so that's another important way that you can promote your business and, talk about yourself and gain more clients. Okay. So another way is obviously video through LinkedIn. We'll talk about that a little bit more later. And then going live on LinkedIn as I'm doing now. So if you're watching, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from, what city, what country. Let me know if this resonates with you. Let me know if you are a nurse entrepreneur and drop any comments or questions that you may have for me. And if you are interested in the mastermind in Clearwater Beach, I have 2 spots left. This is going to be specifically a mastermind that we're going to be going through topics like this, how to grow your LinkedIn so you can get more clients, how to start a newsletter, how to go live on LinkedIn, all that stuff I will be teaching in person live with real support. Okay. So if you're interested in this mastermind, put mastermind in the comments. I only have 2 spots left, and you can direct message me for more details. I'll drop the information after this live. All right. So we talked about newsletters. We talked about writing articles on LinkedIn, posting written content, videos we'll get into a little bit later, and that you actually go live. You can also have a comment strategy where you're commenting under different people's posts to engage. Okay. And then obviously there's the DMs, literally sliding in people's DMs, right? Direct messaging people on LinkedIn, building those conversations up, building those relationships, and then taking it off LinkedIn. Literally, you can schedule a call, schedule a Zoom, and meet people face to face. And that is how you should really be acquiring your clients and closing, converting, meaning more conversion, like getting clients to work with you, because the more they know you, the more they see you, the more they trust you, you will be able to get more clients that way. Okay. So that's LinkedIn. I'm not going to get into it too much, but there's 2 types of real kind of marketing. I'm not a marketing expert, but I've learned enough along the years about marketing. There's inbound marketing, which is literally if I'm going live like this every day, creating content every day, and people are constantly seeing me, they will just reach out to me without me reaching out to them at all. That's called inbound leads. Like people will just direct message you just because they see you and you're out there. That is a strong way to actually get clients because they already know you. They know your work. They've been probably following you for years, months, or weeks. They may not necessarily comment or like your post, but they are watching and they may be interested in working with you or doing business with you. So that is called inbound leads or inbound marketing, whatever, right? And then there's outbound, which is more like an outreach. Some people call it cold calling, like old school marketers. You would call people you don't know or message someone you don't know and kind of start a conversation from there. But really, the strongest bit of it is that inbound. So consistently showing up on LinkedIn will help you get clients a lot more easier because they know your expertise. They know you've been showing up. You're giving them content. You're giving them valuable information. And they're like, oh man, I really would want to work with this person. And there's not much convincing involved. You're not really selling because your personal brand is out there. You are sharing your information, your thought leadership. So it's just easy for them. It's like a no-brainer. They're like, oh, well, let me work with Farah because I always see her on LinkedIn. She's always sharing the stuff. So that is the number one strategy. Number two is hosting a webinar or doing a live event such as this LinkedIn Live, so you can have an opportunity for question and answer. So Q&A is very strong because it shows people your expertise. So whether you're hosting a private webinar that people have to go into, or hosting something like this, like a Q&A session where people can drop in, ask questions, engage with you, it's very important. I talked about this in my last live. Going live on LinkedIn increases your engagement, increases the comments that you get, and people see you. Your visibility increases when you go live on LinkedIn. Not everybody knows how to go live on LinkedIn, and this is what I'm going to teach you in the mastermind of how to actually go live on LinkedIn. You cannot go live on LinkedIn just using the LinkedIn platform. There's a third party that you need to use. Typically, Restream or StreamYard has free accounts, and you can do it that way. So these are things that I'm going to be going through in the mastermind in Clearwater Beach, May 2nd and 3rd in person. So like I said, it's a business retreat specifically for nurses like you who want to learn how to grow your business, get more clients with ease. Because I know a lot of you are still working full-time or part-time and you want to transition into full-time entrepreneurship, but you need to get more clients, and this is the way to do it. So again, write mastermind if you are interested in this 2-day mastermind in Clearwater Beach. So, and like I'm saying, you're hosting free webinars and giving away content for free. That is correct. Because eventually people will see the value that you're giving and be like, wow, they're giving away so much value and they know what they're talking about. I just want to be able to work with them. And that is what you're doing. So this is what I've been doing consistently for the last 3 years on LinkedIn, is going live every single week. I go live at least 1 to 3 times a week. I post at least 3 to 5 times a week, sometimes 3 times a day on LinkedIn. And this is just on LinkedIn. So this is what I'm talking about, and dropping newsletters as well. So this is why you need to leverage LinkedIn. Number 2, I talked about hosting a webinar, giving out free content, and answering questions in real time. Okay. Number 3, you need to develop a clear signature offer, and a signature offer that you can communicate clearly so that your clients know what they're getting. Okay. Typically, people have a low ticket offer, which is a little bit lesser priced, and a high ticket offer, and sometimes something in between. Whatever it is, you need to have multiple offers, not too many. I would say start with one. If you're brand new, start with one offer to make it very clear what it is that you're offering, whether it's a consulting package, a coaching package, whatever it is, and a clear step-by-step roadmap, something that you can give to your clients and say, hey, this is what you get, whatever it is, okay? You also should have a lead magnet, something that attracts people, something you can give away for free. So before, I used to have, I still have it on my website, but it's like interview tips for new grads. They could sign up and then they put their email, and then I collect their email that way for further information, right? So that is one way that you can start collecting emails, because email marketing is huge. Of obviously, getting their consent. If you're at a conference, if you have a lead magnet, a QR code, be like, hey, go here and get this free content or this free guide or whatever it is, they can easily go there and download it or however format, and then you can now have their email because they've consented, so that you can give them other information, invite them to your free webinar or whatever the thing is, because you need to have a lead generation, a system that you're constantly, talking to people so that they can become your clients. And then client acquisition, right? Once you get clients or you get leads, you need to be able to constantly be in communication with them, nurture them, right? The lead nurture, like constantly talking, offering them things, offering them value, so that eventually maybe they don't want to work with you today. Maybe it's not the right timing for them, or maybe they just want to build up that trust a little bit more with you. You need to give them a few weeks or potentially a few months, and then they will become your client. So it's very important once you get a client to keep up that contact, because it's always harder to get new clients. So if you want to work with the same clients, it's easier to keep them, keep them happy by doing whatever it is that you're going to follow up with, if that makes sense. Okay. So if you're just joining me, I'm talking about 5 ways that you can gain more clients as a nurse career coach or a nurse coach or a nurse consultant. Okay. So number 1 was leverage LinkedIn. Number 2 was host free Q&A sessions, whether that's webinars or LinkedIn lives like this. Number 3, develop your signature offer and clearly communicate what that is. And then also have a lead magnet, something where you can give away for free so that you can collect emails and continue to give them information. And then my favorite, number 4, video content, video marketing, testimonials, and referrals. I know it's a little bit of everything, right? But video is one of the strongest ways that you can acquire clients. So video, whether it's going live like I'm doing now, or creating short form videos to talk about what it is that you do, give away free content, tips, strategies. It's a great way to put yourself out there. And video is the closest thing to being in person with someone. So that's why it's so important to create video content. And I know a lot of you are like, oh, I don't like the way I look. I don't like the way I speak. I don't want to have to get dressed up every time. Like, look at me. I'm just showing up today. Like, I really don't have anything on. I'm just showing up, just giving you the content and the information, because for me, it's important to show up weekly, daily for my audience, to give them information and content. And like I'm saying, if you want to learn more how to get over those fears about going on video, going live, then you need to come to the mastermind, because I'm going to be breaking all this stuff down in 2 days. So imagine this is only me talking for about 30 minutes or so, giving you the stuff, but you're going to spend 2 full days with me. So we're going to go in through the specific details and actually do it there at the mastermind in Clearwater. So put mastermind if you are interested. Like I said, only 2 spots left. So let's get into the video content. You want to, like I said, create content surrounding what it is your offer is, but not directly, right? So like, let's say for me, I'm offering career coaching. I will talk about the struggles of nursing students, new graduate nurses transitioning into the workforce. I will talk about their pain points. Maybe they don't know how to interview. They don't know how to be confident. They don't know how to show up fully dressed for an interview. They don't know how to promote themselves, how to pitch themselves during an interview. These are all tips that I will be sharing in my content, specifically video, of how to do it. I may share personal experiences of my interviews or when I interviewed other people, and constantly just share tips through video. My big tip for you guys, if you're going to do video and short form video, you should keep it to about 30 seconds or so to about a minute. Longest, I would say 90 seconds. You can share a lot of information in 90 seconds. And please, when you are doing video and you're just starting out, please do not do like a long 1 minute introduction of yourself, because honestly, nobody cares. Yes, you might have a bunch of certifications. I have 6 of them. You might have a doctorate, a PhD, whatever it is, all these initials and alphabets. I know nurses love it. We love it. We love the alphabet soup. We love all the certifications and everything. But do not start your video off with that. Start it off with exactly what you're getting into. So if I'm sharing 5 tips on how to interview and how to land your dream job, boom, I'm getting into that right away as the camera starts. Here are 5 tips that you can use in your next interview. Here it is. List out the 5. And then in the middle of the video, or maybe at the end of the video, you say, hey, my name is Farah. I help nurses level up in their career and land their dream job. If you want to find out more, message me. I'm not talking to you about my DNP, all the board certifications I have, because nobody cares. And I had to learn that the hard way when I first started in business, because I'm like, well, surely they want to know about me. They want to know that I'm credible, that I have 20 years of experience. I have all these certifications, all this education. My business coach is like, no, they don't want to hear all that. So I had to quickly learn how to give the value, give the content first, and then at the end or in the middle, you just quickly tell about yourself in a quick, concise manner that is memorable, right? And you want to use your, unique selling proposition, what makes you different, and then give them actual proof. So for me, I've helped over 100 nurses land their dream job. That's proof. You don't got to listen to me. You can simply go on my LinkedIn. You can see all the recommendations and testimonials, both video. You can look on my website. I have video and written testimonial. Testimonials are extremely strong for you to get clients, because think about when you go to a restaurant, you're going to look at reviews. Hey, like, what are they saying about this restaurant? Is the food good? You're going to look at pictures, all that type of stuff, right? Before you go. Same thing in business. Before people come work with me as a nurse career coach, I can sit here all day and tell you how fabulous I am, because I am pretty fabulous. But of course, you're going to want to listen to past clients that I've worked with. Or a friend of yours says, hey, I've worked with Nurse Farah and she's amazing. She's an amazing nurse career coach, or she's an amazing business mentor. She'll give you clarity. She'll do whatever. You are going to listen to that, because that's a direct referral from a friend that you trust. Or if there's like 100 testimonials, you're going to be like, all right, I think this is pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and invest my money with this person or whatever, right? So that is the power of testimonials and referrals. So even if you have one or two one or two testimonials, highlight that. Okay. And then for future clients, ask them to give you a written testimonial and a video testimonial. It's a little bit harder to get video testimonials because people don't want to go on video. However, just make it a point, make it easy for them, and give them a couple pointers of like what they should say in terms of like questions like, oh, how was it working? How was the experience working with this person or whatever? Why would you recommend working with this particular consultant or coach? Because they need some guidance, right? Because a lot of people don't like going on video, but tell them like it doesn't have to be that long. It can only, make it 30 seconds or a minute, and they can give an honest review about how it was working with you. What's up, Kimberly, Dr. Madison? I love it. Thank you. She says, I've worked with Farah and she's a badass career coach with a generous spirit. Thank you. I appreciate that. So yeah, and then really highlighting client success stories. I failed to do this early on, and I probably need to get back doing this again. But I started sharing some case studies, like testimonials of past clients I worked with in my newsletter. And that actually helped me gain more clients. So, quick story, I actually worked with a nurse in California. A lot of nurses I work with are in the California area. She was a new graduate nurse. She wanted to get into L&D, labor and delivery. She was struggling, couldn't get interviews. We worked together, and literally within a couple months, she got an offer of 170K to work in L&D at her preferred hospital in California and day shift. And I helped her with content strategy. I actually helped her do an introductory type video where she introduced herself and talked about why she wants to be an L&D nurse and a little bit about herself, which actually a recruiter, when she posted the video, a recruiter within 14 hours, like the next day, messaged her in the morning and said, "Hey, you should apply to our residency program." Da, 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 da. They kept in touch. She went through multiple series of interviews. I helped her with those interview, preparation, clinical questions, behavioral style questions, all that stuff. She landed 170K as a new nurse in L&D. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. The power of the success of your clients speak for themselves, speak for itself. So you need to share more of that. And I probably, once they agree, because a lot of them are shy, I'm going to start interviewing them live on LinkedIn, or actually even just pre-recorded if they're too shy to do it, and really talk about their story, because like I said, that is a great way to get more clients. So testimonials, referrals, video marketing, client success stories, and then behind the scenes content. People are always interested of how you work with people. They want to know, how does it work? What's the process like? So if you can take them a little bit behind the scenes of what that looks like, that, they may be more interested, and they may be like, "Hey, like, okay, this is how it is working with this person. I would love to." Okay. Thank you. She says, always dropping gems. I appreciate that. And then another thing, which I don't have time to get into, is affiliate marketing, right? Which is like when you're a little bit more advanced. If you have some type of system where other people are now referring you, and they get a little bit of, an incentive monetary wise if they send you clients. Okay. So that's affiliate marketing. It's an amazing way to also get clients. Okay. And then number 5, the 5th way that you can get more clients as a consultant or as a nurse coach is obviously strategic partnerships, speaking engagements, and writing opportunities. So what do I mean by that? Again, you're putting yourself out there, your brand out there. People need to know you. So if you have speaking opportunities at conferences, going on podcasts, things like that, and you talk about your business, you talk about your signature offer, your client success stories, these types of things, people would want to work with you. Or maybe they don't want to work with you directly, but they're being like, "Hey, I watch Dr. Farah Laurent all the time go on LinkedIn. She helps new graduate nurses land their dream job. If you are a nursing student or a new grad, you should go to her because I see her all the time. She shares great tips." Boom. That's how you get referrals, right? Or like I said, podcasting is a great way. You can either start your own podcast or be on other people's podcasts to talk about your business, highlight what you do so you can get more clients. Okay. That's another way. And then just conferencing, right? Like, not even if you're not a speaker, but you go to conferences, you're going to be able to network and things like that, and potentially get clients at the conferences that you're going to, or different events. It doesn't necessarily have to be a conference. Another big tip I want to give you guys, oh my, this is like major, 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 major. Listen up. If you are a business owner, you need to check out the chambers of commerce in the city that you live in. It is so powerful to be a member and to go to their events. Okay, so don't just look for nursing related events. If you are a business owner, please go to business expos, other business conferences, and be a part of the chambers of commerce in your area. It's powerful, I'm telling you. So that's one big thing. And then writing, obviously, writing articles, publications, being in magazines, that will help level up your brand. So I recently, just again throwing it out there, got published in the American Journal of Nursing, AJN, right? Huge, huge publication. I wrote a piece about DEI in there. And the struggle of diverse nursing candidates getting into certain positions. So in the byline, I put that I was a nurse entrepreneur and that I was the host of the Nurses Making Money Moves conference. So that's another way that you can highlight your business and what it is that you do when you are in publications, writing articles, or whatever it is that you do. And then it shows your expertise, your thought leadership, because you are writing. Okay. So those are the ways. So again, I'm going to wrap this up in just a few minutes. But if you are interested to learn more about how to get more clients as a business owner, as a nurse, consultant, or coach, or you just started this new business, whatever the business is, you need to be in the room in Clearwater Beach, Florida, at this 2-day mastermind that I'm hosting. And this is going to be the very first mastermind. It's going to be literally on the beach. It's going to be a fabulous resort on the beach, super close to Tampa International Airport. And it's going to be a great time. There's going to be other nurse entrepreneurs there, but there's only 2 spots left. So if you're interested to learn more, just DM me. I'll put the flyer after I go live on here. But really, I'm going to be sharing more of these tips over the 2 days, helping you do actual videos on site so that you can leave with some videos to share on LinkedIn, helping you with your LinkedIn content strategy, helping you start a newsletter if you don't have a newsletter yet, and helping you learn how to go live as I'm going live here on LinkedIn and scheduling your first live, teaching you how to invite people to your live, all that great stuff, one-on-one support in Clearwater Beach, May 2nd, May 3rd. I'll drop the information. So just to recap, the 5 ways that you can get more clients. Number 1, you need to leverage LinkedIn. We talked about your headline strategy, your about section, the banner, all those types of things. And then the DM strategy, just really connecting, networking with people, right? Number 2 is hosting free webinars or Q&A sessions such as this, where you can actually, in real time, right, answer people's questions and show your thought leadership and expertise in whatever it is that you're doing, so that people will be like, oh, wow, they're really giving away this free content. It's valuable. I want to start working with this person, right? Number 3, you need to develop a signature offer that is clear and that clearly outlines what it is that you do for your client, okay? Whether it's a corporate client, an individual client, whatever it is, okay? And then you need to have some type of lead magnet where you're collecting people's emails and you're able to communicate with them consistently. All right. Number 4, we kind of put it together, but video marketing, video content, testimonials, and referrals. And we talked a little bit about affiliate marketing. So that's a huge way to get clients. Obviously, sharing client success stories, behind the scenes content. People always love that stuff. Okay. And then number 5, creating strategic partnerships, getting speaking engagements, and getting writing opportunities to promote your brand and promote your business. Okay. So whether that's, like I said, doing a mastermind such as I'm doing, podcasting. I have a podcast, obviously, The Nursing Dose with Farah, which I need to get back on interviewing people and doing a little bit more of that. Conferencing, where you can meet other people and network. And yeah, that's really pretty much it. So those are the 5 ways to get clients. But really, essentially, the biggest thing is to be visible and to continue to work on your brand and to continue to give away free, valuable content that puts you in the forefront. You are top of mind. You basically need to be everywhere. People need to see you and to see you as credible, as the expert, as the industry leader, so that you can get more clients in consulting, coaching, whatever business you have, you need to be visible, because as we say in business, if people don't see you, right, they don't know about you, they're not going to be able to decide whether they like you or they trust you, because people do business with people they trust and people that they know and people they like. So if you're hiding behind the scenes, nobody knows about your business. Even on LinkedIn, like literally, there's so many people that I see that own businesses. You go on LinkedIn, they have one little thing about, like, yeah, I'm a consultant. And there's nothing else that explains anything about what type of consulting they do. Nothing. All there is like all the information about where they currently work and all this extra stuff, but nothing about their business. And I'm like, what is this? Like, you need to talk about your business. So I hope, if you are listening, that you go on LinkedIn and you tweak it a little bit so at least people know about your business. Like, LinkedIn should, if you don't have a web page, or even if you do have a website, LinkedIn should technically be your website, especially if you have a business. Okay. And then back to the email marketing, you need a way to collect people's emails so that you have emails in case something goes down. So, like if LinkedIn went down tomorrow, or Instagram, or wherever you get a lot of your lead generation, you need to be able to start collecting your own email list so that you can stay in contact with your prospects, potential leads, potential customers, to continue to give them value and have a way to contact them. Okay. All right. I missed all these. Okay. So Dr. Madison says, fabulous idea. So proud of you. Thank you. And then she says, brilliant marketing strategy. Give away your best stuff. Yeah, and then the 7-11-4 rule, how to build the build no like and trust factor. Yeah, so I think it's like a Google rule. Like, people need to see you a certain amount of times, hear about you, or see you different places before they actually purchase or buy something from you or do business with you. Okay, so it's so important. So you need to get out there and be more visible. So again, 37 minutes I gave y'all. I hope this was helpful. Direct message me if you're interested to learn more. If you want to work with me as a nursing student or new grad, and you want to learn, you want to land your dream role as a nurse, direct message me. And if you want to come to the mastermind, just write mastermind and direct message me if you are interested. Only 2 spots left. And that's basically it. Until next time, thank you, Dr. Kimberly Madison, for always supporting. I appreciate you. And check her out too and connect with her, because she has a lot of great content for nurse entrepreneurs, specifically in the dermatology and aesthetic space and things like that. All right. So thank you again for watching. I appreciate you. Please subscribe to the Nursing Dose with Fair if you're not subscribed to it. And again, this episode was 5 ways to get more clients as a nurse career coach, or consultant. So this was yesterday's title, so ignore that. I'll fix it up later. So have a great day, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care. Bye.